Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you here. You know, I've been lucky enough to see, drive, and even own some pretty incredible machines over the years, but there's a level of car out there that goes beyond just driving, beyond collecting. It enters the realm of fine art, of pure, unadulterated automotive jewelry. These are cars that aren't just bought, they're commissioned. They're not just fast, they're statements. And they don't just have a price tag, they have a legacy. Today, we're diving headfirst into that world of ultimate exclusivity and eye-watering expense. We're going to be counting down the top 10 most expensive cars in the world. Now, this isn't just about big numbers. Each of these vehicles tells a story of engineering genius, of bespoke craftsmanship, of a brand pushing the absolute limits of what's possible on four wheels. We're talking about one-of-ones, limited editions, and cars that cost more than a private island. It's a world where carbon fiber is woven with diamond dust and a picnic set can cost more than your average luxury sedan. It's going to be a wild ride, and I can't wait to share these masterpieces with you. Before we get started, I want to hear from you. Everyone's got that one car, the one that was on the poster on your wall as a kid, or the one you'd buy first if you hit the lottery. It doesn't have to be on this list, it just has to be special to you. So, head down to the comments right now and let me know, what is your ultimate dream car? I love reading through those. Alright, buckle up, because we're about to explore the pinnacle of automotive extravagance. Let's get into it. Kicking off our list at number 10 is something that looks like it flew straight out of a science fiction movie and landed on a racetrack. This is the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Priced at a cool $3 million, this isn't just a car, it's a collaboration between Aston Martin and Red Bull Racing Advanced Technologies. When you have a genius like Adrian Newey, one of the greatest Formula One designers of all time, putting his pen to a road car, you know you're in for something truly special. This is as close as you or I can get to driving a Le Mans prototype on public streets. The heart of this beast is a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine built by Cosworth. Now, in a world of turbos and superchargers, a naturally aspirated V12 that revs to over 11,000 RPM is just, well, it's music. It screams. It's an event every time you touch the throttle. But Aston Martin didn't stop there. They paired that glorious engine with a hybrid system, bringing the total output to a staggering 1,160 horsepower. All of this in a car that weighs next to nothing thanks to its all-carbon fiber construction. The design is all about aerodynamics. Look at the underside of this car, it's practically hollow. There are massive venturi tunnels that suck the car to the ground, generating incredible downforce without the need for a giant, ugly wing on the back. You sit in it with your feet up just like in an F1 car. The cockpit is minimalist, focused purely on the driver. There isn't even a rear-view mirror, you get cameras instead to save weight and reduce drag. It's an exercise in extreme engineering. They only made 150 of these road-going coupes, so seeing one is like spotting a unicorn. Each owner was custom-fitted for their seat, making every Valkyrie a bespoke machine tailored to its driver. The name Valkyrie comes from Norse mythology, female figures who choose who lives and who dies in battle. You get behind the wheel of this thing, with that much power and that much aerodynamic grip, and you can understand why. It demands your full attention and respect. So for $3 million, you're not just buying a car, you're buying a piece of Formula One technology, a rolling sculpture shaped by the laws of physics, and one of the most extreme driving experiences ever offered to the public. It's a phenomenal machine and a fitting start to our list of automotive royalty. It's a car that truly blurs the line between the road and the racetrack, and it does it with incredible British style. Coming in at number 9, we have a machine from a man I admire greatly, Horacio Pagani. This is the Pagani Huayra Imola, and it carries a price tag of about $5.4 million. Now, Horacio is an artist first and an engineer second, but somehow he manages to be a genius at both. He believes in the Renaissance idea of art and science working together, and you see that in every single bolt, every weave of carbon fiber on his cars. The Imola is the ultimate expression of that philosophy, built for the track. The car is named after the legendary Imola circuit in Italy, a place where heroes are made. Pagani used that very track as a proving ground, running a prototype for over 16,000 kilometers. That's like doing the 24 hours of Le Mans several times over, just to perfect it. The result is a Huayra that has been turned up to 11. The Mercedes-AMG twin-turbo V12 engine has been tweaked to produce an incredible 827 horsepower. That's a lot of grunt in a car that is shockingly lightweight. How light? Pagani developed new carbon titanium and carbon triax materials, making the monocoque chassis even stronger and lighter than before. They even invented a new painting process called Aquarello Light, which saves 5 kilograms, that's 11 pounds, over a traditional paint job. It might not sound like much, but in the world of hypercars, every single gram counts. Horacio Pagani's obsession with weight saving is the stuff of legend, and the Imola is his masterpiece in that regard. Just look at the aerodynamics on this thing. It's got a massive, fixed rear wing, a huge diffuser, and a roof scoop that looks like it was borrowed from a Le Mans car. It's not subtle, but it's brutally effective. Pagani says the Imola is all about aerodynamic efficiency. It's designed to be stable, predictable, and incredibly fast through the corners. It's a tool for setting lap records, but a tool that has been crafted with the soul of a Michelangelo sculpture. With only 5 of these cars ever made, the Imola is one of the rarest and most sought-after Paganis in existence. For your $5.4 million, you get a car that has been honed on one of the world's most demanding racetracks, built with materials that are more advanced than some military aircraft, and finished with a level of detail that is simply breathtaking. It's a car for the true connoisseur, someone who appreciates not just the speed, but the art and the science behind it. Alright, for our number 8 spot, we're heading over to Molsheim, France, the home of Bugatti. This is the Bugatti Divo, and it'll set you back about $5.8 million. Now you might look at it and think, that looks a bit like a Chiron. And you'd be right, it's based on the Chiron. But this is a completely different animal. While the Chiron is designed to be the ultimate grand tourer, capable of hitting insane top speeds and luxurious comfort, the Divo is built for the corners. It's the athlete in the family. Bugatti's engineers went to town on the aerodynamics. They added a massive 1.8-meter wide rear wing that also acts as an air brake. They redesigned the front end with larger air intakes and a new front spoiler to create more downforce. The whole body has been sculpted to channel air exactly where it needs to go, either for cooling the massive 8.0-liter quad-turbo W16 engine, or for pinning the car to the asphalt. All these changes generate 90 kilograms more downforce than the Chiron. That focus on handling meant they had to make some sacrifices in other areas. They took out some sound-deadening material to save weight. The storage compartments in the doors and center console, gone. All this makes the Divo 35 kilograms lighter than the Chiron. It might not sound like a huge difference, but combined with a stiffer suspension and revised steering, it transforms the car's character. Bugatti limited the top speed to only 236 miles per hour, because the focus here isn't on outright velocity, it's on agility. The name Divo is a tribute to Albert Divo, a French racing driver who won the famous Targa Florio race for Bugatti twice in the 1920s. It's a fitting name for a car that revives Bugatti's coach-building tradition, and puts handling dynamics front and center. This isn't just a rebodied Chiron, it's a car that feels sharper, more responsive, and more connected to the road. It's the Bugatti you take to a twisty mountain pass or a private track day. They only made 40 examples of the Divo, and they were all sold out to existing Chiron owners before the car was even officially revealed to the public. That's the kind of demand these cars command. For nearly $6 million you get a Bugatti that's not just about mind-bending straight-line speed, but about the thrill of conquering a corner. It's a more aggressive, more focused, and arguably more exciting machine for the dedicated driver. Now for something completely different. At number 7 we have a true one-of-a-kind beast, the Maybach Exelero. This car is honestly a bit of a legend, a unicorn. It was commissioned way back in 2005 by Fulda, the German tire division of Goodyear. They wanted a high-performance car to test their new wide tires, so they went straight to Maybach to build it. The price? A reported $8 million. And just remember, that was in 2005. In today's money, that's well over $10 million. The Exelero is a massive car. It's almost 20 feet long and weighs over 5,800 pounds. It's a two-door coupe, but it really has the presence of a limousine. The design is just menacing. It's this long, black, Art Deco-inspired shape that looks like something a villain would drive in a comic book. It's both elegant and incredibly intimidating at the same time. It was actually designed by students at Pforzheim University of Applied Sciences, and then brought to life by Maybach. Under that enormous hood is a twin-turbo V12 engine that produces just under 700 horsepower. That's enough to get this behemoth from 0 to 60 in about 4.4 seconds and onto a top speed of 218 miles per hour. Think about that. A car that weighs nearly 3 tons, doing over 200 miles per hour. That's why Fulda needed it. They had to test what their tires could handle at the absolute limit, and the Exalero provided the perfect high-speed, high-weight platform. Being a one-off, its history is fascinating. After its tire testing duties were done, it was reportedly purchased by the rapper Birdman for that $8 million figure. It's made appearances in music videos and has become a piece of pop culture lore. It's one of those cars that people talk about, but very few have ever seen in person. It's not part of a series, it's a singular creation with a specific purpose, which makes it incredibly special. So the Maybach Exalero is unique on this list. It wasn't built to be sold to a wealthy client initially, it was a functional testbed, a tool. But it was built with such style, such power, and such presence that it became a legend in its own right. A one-of-one V12-powered Art Deco masterpiece that represents a fascinating intersection of tire technology, student design, and high-end automotive manufacturing. It's a truly unique piece of automotive history. Alright, coming in at number 6 is a car that literally shines brighter than any other. This is the Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita, which sold for $4.8 million. Now, Christian von Koenigsegg is another one of those guys who is just on a different planet when it comes to engineering. He's constantly reinventing things, from engines to gearboxes to, in this case, the very material the car is made from. That's what makes the Trevita so special. Trevita is Swedish for 3 whites, and it refers to the car's incredible finish. Normally carbon fiber is black, it's just the nature of the material, but Christian and his team wanted to do something different. They developed a unique coated fiber solution that transforms the black carbon fibers into a silvery, sparkling white. It looks like the car's body is woven from millions of tiny diamonds. It's a finish that nobody else in the world has been able to replicate. The original plan was to build 3 of these 3 whites, hence the name. But the process of creating this diamond weave carbon fiber was so incredibly difficult and time-consuming that they ended up only making 2. That's right, only 2 of these cars exist in the entire world. One of them was famously owned by boxing champion Floyd Mayweather. When you're talking about exclusivity, it doesn't get much more exclusive than one of 2. Underneath that shimmering bodywork is pure Koenigsegg insanity. The CCXR is powered by a 4.8-liter twin-supercharged V8 that can run on E85 biofuel. When it's drinking that, it produces a monstrous 1,018 horsepower. This was back in 2009. Koenigsegg was pushing over 1,000 horsepower when most other supercar makers were still dreaming about it. It's a car that could do over 250 miles per hour, all while looking like a piece of high-tech jewelry. So, the CCXR Trevita represents a perfect storm of rarity, innovation, and performance. You have a groundbreaking new material that makes the car glitter like a diamond, a production run so small it makes other hypercars look common, and the kind of power and speed that Koenigsegg is famous for. For $4.8 million, you bought a car that was guaranteed to be the only one of its kind at any car show, anywhere in the world. It's a true masterpiece of Swedish ingenuity. Cracking our top 5 is a car that looks like it came from another planet. This is the Lamborghini Veneno, and when it was released, it had a sticker price of $4.5 million, but they've since traded hands for much, much more. Lamborghini unveiled this at the 2013 Geneva Motor Show to celebrate their 50th anniversary, and boy did they make a statement. They took their flagship Aventador and turned it into a street-legal racing prototype. The name Veneno means venom in Spanish, and it was named after one of the most aggressive fighting bulls in history. You just have to look at the car to see why. Every line, every scoop, every winglet is there for a reason. Aerodynamics. It's a festival of carbon fiber designed to slice through the air and generate massive downforce. It's one of the most extreme designs ever put on a road car. Some people loved it, some people hated it, but nobody could ignore it. Underneath all that wild bodywork is the heart of an Aventador, but an angrier one. The 6.5-liter V12 was tuned to produce 740 horsepower. It still has the single-clutch automated manual gearbox, which gives you those famously brutal, neck-snapping shifts. It's a raw, visceral experience. It's not trying to be smooth or comfortable. It's trying to be a fighter jet for the road. And with a top speed of over 220 miles per hour, it has the performance to back up the looks. Now here's the crazy part. Lamborghini only built 5 coupes. They kept one for themselves and sold 4. Then they made 9 roadster versions, which were even more expensive. So you're talking about a total of just 14 cars in the world. When you combine that level of rarity with a design that is so unapologetically Lamborghini, you create an instant collectible. These are the kinds of cars that get locked away in climate-controlled vaults. The Veneno is the definition of shock and awe. It's Lamborghini doing what Lamborghini does best, building cars that are completely outrageous, that grab you by the collar and scream in your face. It's not subtle, it's not quiet, and it's certainly not for everyone. But for $4.5 million and up, you get one of the rarest and most visually arresting automobiles ever created. It's a true celebration of 50 years of Lamborghini defiance. We're back with Bugatti for the number 4 spot, and this one is really special for car guys of a certain age. This is the Bugatti 110, and it costs a hefty $9 million. 110 means 110 in Italian, and this car is a tribute to a modern classic, the Bugatti EB110 from the 1990s. For many of us, the EB110 was a hero car. It was the Bugatti of its day, built in Italy, and it was a technological marvel. The 110 is a modern reinterpretation of that icon. You can see the EB110's DNA all over the design. The front end has that similar flat, wedge shape with the much smaller, horseshoe-shaped grille. On the side, instead of the big C-line curve of the Chiron, you have these 5 round air intakes, which is a direct callback to the EB110 Supersport. It's a brilliant piece of design that manages to look both futuristic and nostalgic at the same time. It's a modern Bugatti, but with a different soul. Of course, being a modern Bugatti, the performance is just ridiculous. It uses the same 8-liter quad-turbo W16 engine as the Chiron, but here it's tuned to make 1,600 horsepower. That's nearly 100 more horsepower than a standard Chiron. It's also lighter than a Chiron, so you can imagine how this thing accelerates. It's just relentless. It's a tribute car, but it's also one of the highest performing vehicles Bugatti has ever built. This is coach building at its finest. Bugatti takes the rolling chassis of a Chiron and then hand builds a completely new, bespoke body around it. The level of craftsmanship is off the charts. Every panel, every line is perfect. It's a process that takes an immense amount of time and skill, which is part of why the price tag is so high. It's not just a car, it's a rolling piece of sculpture. And finally, the exclusivity. Bugatti only made 10, just 10, of the 110 for the entire world. And just like the Divo, they were all sold long before the car was ever shown to the public. One of the 10 was famously purchased by soccer superstar Cristiano Ronaldo. For $9 million, those 10 lucky owners get a piece of Bugatti history, a tribute to a legendary supercar, and one of the most powerful and exclusive automobiles on the planet. Entering the top 3, we have another masterpiece from Horacio Pagani. This is the Zonda HP Barchetta, and its price is an astronomical $17.6 million. This car is incredibly special because it was supposed to be the final farewell to the Zonda, a model that really put Pagani on the map. And what a farewell it is. The HP in the name stands for Horacio Pagani himself, because one of these cars was built for his own personal collection. The Barchetta part of the name means little boat in Italian, and it refers to the car's open-top design. But this is no ordinary convertible. It has a chopped wraparound windscreen that gives it a very aggressive speedster-style look. It doesn't have a roof of any kind, no soft top, no hard top, nothing at all. This is a car for perfect weather and for people who truly love the wind-in-your-hair experience. The rear wheels are also partially covered by carbon fiber panels, a styling cue that harks back to old-school race cars. The details on this car are just exquisite. The seats are taken from the Huayra, but feature a unique tartan pattern. The forged wheels have different color inlays, blue on the left, gold on the right. And of course, it's all built around that glorious Mercedes-AMG naturally aspirated V12 engine. The sound that this car makes, with no roof to muffle it, is said to be one of the greatest automotive symphonies ever composed. It's pure mechanical music. This car is more than just a vehicle. It's a personal statement from the company's founder. It represents everything he learned and achieved with the Zonda model over 2 decades. It's his vision of the perfect Zonda, built with no compromises. It's the culmination of a legend, a celebration of the car that started it all for him. Crafted with the kind of passion and attention to detail that only Horacio Pagani can deliver. Only 3 Zonda HP Barchettas were ever made. 1 for Horacio himself, and 2 for very, very fortunate customers. That incredible rarity, combined with the fact that it's the ultimate Zonda personally signed off by its creator, is what drives that incredible $17.6 million price tag. You're not just buying a car, You're buying the final chapter of an iconic story, a piece of the founder's own legacy. It's automotive art at its most personal and most expensive. At number 2, we have what might be the most mysterious and legendary Bugatti of all time, reimagined for the 21st century. This is the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, which translates to the black car. It is a one-of-one creation that sold for an incredible $18.7 million after taxes. It's a modern tribute to the mythical Type 57 SC Atlantic, specifically the one owned by Jean Bugatti himself, which vanished during World War II and has never been found. The story of the original La Voiture Noire is one of motorsport's greatest mysteries. It was Jean Bugatti's personal car, the most beautiful of the 4 Atlantics built. It disappeared in 1940 while being moved to a safe location and is now considered the holy grail for car collectors. This new car is Bugatti's way of honoring that legend. It's a breathtaking piece of design, with a single piece of carbon fiber flowing seamlessly from the front of the car to the back. The bodywork is completely unique. Every single panel is bespoke, hand-formed from carbon fiber. Look at the back. It has 6 exhaust pipes, just like the original Atlantic. The dorsal seam that runs down the spine of the car is another direct tribute. The wheels are a work of art in themselves, with a generative design that looks almost organic. It took Bugatti's team 2.5 years to design and build this single car. It is the absolute pinnacle of modern coach building. Underneath the bespoke skin, it shares its mechanicals with the Chiron. It has the same 8-liter quad-turbo W16 engine with 1,500 horsepower. But this car isn't about setting lap records or top-speed runs. Bugatti describes it as the ultimate grand tourer. It's about arriving in unparalleled style and comfort. It's a piece of haute couture for the road, a rolling sculpture that combines a legendary history with modern hypercar performance. As a true one-of-one, La Voiture Noire is the definition of exclusive. There is only one, and there will only ever be one. The identity of the owner is kept a closely guarded secret, adding to the mystique. For $18.7 million, that person owns not just a car, but a tribute to one of the most significant and beautiful automobiles ever made. It is a bridge between Bugatti's past and its future, and a testament to the enduring power of a great story. And here we are at the number 1 spot, the most expensive new car in the world. And it's not a hypercar built for speed, it's a Rolls-Royce. This is the Rolls-Royce Boattail, a car with a rumored price tag of a staggering $28 million. This isn't a production car, this is coach building taken to a level that we haven't seen since the golden age of the 1920s and 30s. It's a completely bespoke, one-of-a-kind creation. The Boattail is the first project from Rolls-Royce's revived coach build department. The plan is to build a series of 3 of these cars, but each one will be totally unique and personalized for its owner. The design is inspired by the classic boat-tail roadsters of the past and by luxury racing yachts. The entire rear deck is made of Collatolegno veneer, treated to look like the wood on a yacht's deck. It's just absolutely magnificent. The real party trick is what's underneath that rear deck. At the push of a button, the deck opens up like a butterfly's wings to reveal what Rolls-Royce calls a hosting suite. On one side you have a complete picnic set with custom-made silverware and plates. On the other side you have a champagne refrigerator, specifically designed to chill the owner's favorite vintage of Armand de Brignac champagne to a precise temperature. It even comes with 2 little cocktail tables and 2 carbon fiber stools. Every single detail of this car was co-created with the client over a 4-year period. The client, whose identity is rumored to be Jay-Z and Beyoncé, was involved in every decision, from the specific shade of blue paint to the design of the timepieces in the dashboard. Bovet, 1822, a Swiss watchmaker, created reversible his and hers tourbillon watches that can be worn on the wrist or mounted in the dashboard as the car's clock. It's an insane level of personalization. So, for an estimated $28 million, you are getting something that transcends being a car. It's a commissioned piece of art. It's a statement about a lifestyle where you can have anything you want, built exactly the way you want it. It's a throwback to an era of pure luxury and craftsmanship, brought to life with modern technology. The Rolls-Royce Boattail isn't just the most expensive car in the world, it represents the absolute peak of bespoke automotive creation. And there you have it, folks. 10 cars that represent the absolute pinnacle of price, performance, and prestige. From the track-focused fury of the Pagani Imola to the bespoke luxury of the Rolls-Royce Boattail, It's just incredible to see what's possible when cost is no object. Each of these machines is more than just a car. It's a rolling testament to human ingenuity, artistic vision, and a relentless passion for all things automotive. I hope you enjoyed this look into the world of the 1% of the 1%. It's a fun place to window shop, isn't it? Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a blast going through this list with you. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and hit that like button, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss what's coming next. I want to know what you thought, so head down to the comments and tell me which of these 10 incredible cars was your favorite. Was it the raw power of a Bugatti, the artistry of a Pagani, or the sheer opulence of that Rolls-Royce? I'm curious to see which one comes out on top. We've got some really exciting stuff planned for you. Our next video is going to be a deep dive into the world of the rarest supercars ever made. We're talking about cars you've probably never even heard of. With production numbers so low, they make the cars on this list look common. It's going to be a real treat for all the die-hard car enthusiasts out there. So stay tuned for that, and until next time, thanks for watching and keep the passion alive.